Hello world, and welcome to Real Cooking at Home. My name is Mark, and today we are going on a trip. We're going to be taking you down to the Caribbean, down to a very special little island, Jamaica, and we're going to make some Jamaican jerk chicken. Now this is very authentic. Well, it's almost authentic because one little ingredient I couldn't find, so I had to substitute. But this is what we're going to need. Now don't let all these spices intimidate you, because there's a lot of ingredients going on in the marinade itself, but most of them you'll have in your pantry. So here we go. In this bowl, I've got 2 tablespoons of packed brown sugar. I've got allspice, thyme, cloves, nutmeg, and cinnamon. I've also got some fresh ginger, about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, some habanero peppers, and we'll talk about those in a minute, the zest and juice from 2 limes, soy sauce, canola oil, and scallions. So that's what we're going to need to put together this chicken dish. So I'm just going to throw everything in a blender, and we're going to blend everything up to make this marinade. Everything comes together so quick with this because everything it just gets thrown into the food processor. So I'm going to start with my ginger. Then I'm going to go and move on to my garlic. I'm going to grab my scallions. My lime zest and juice, soy sauce and canola oil, just like that. Now in all these spices as well, I've got salt and pepper. So we're just going to sprinkle this around right in there. Now, y'all, habanero peppers are very, very spicy. So I bought 2 because they're really cheap. I'm going to try it with 1 and see. Now if you're scared of the heat and you don't want this much heat, go ahead and use a couple of jalapenos. But I'm going to try it with the whole pepper here. I'm just going to toss it in because if you start chopping on that, it's really strong and it can burn your fingers and your eyes. So give this a pulse. So now, I want to give this a taste for season. Y'all, it's so fresh. And we're only going to do 1 of the habanero peppers, because that's plenty enough heat for us. Me and Wayne like spicy food, so that little bit of heat that's going to come from that's going to be just perfect. So, alright, we're going to get this marinade over the chicken, and it's going to sit in the refrigerator for overnight or 4 hours at least. Okay, let's go over how to butterfly a whole chicken. Now, right here I've got my chicken. I've already got one done over here. But to butterfly this chicken, you're going to take the backbone out. Now, when you do this, use a really sharp knife. And up here at the wing, you can find the backbone. You'll see there's a little plate right there that you can cut through. You can feel it from the back. But when you get down here to the bottom, there's a joint right here that connects the thigh to the backbone. You want to avoid that joint because if you don't, the chicken's going to fall apart. So you're just going to take on the backbone with your sharp knife and cut down, cutting the backbone loose. Now when you get down here, you want to avoid the joint, so go closer into the backbone. Just like that. And then we're going to come through the other side. Use a real sharp knife or you'll cut your hands off. Even a pair of kitchen shears would work. So there's that joint. Avoid him at all costs. And there he is. And he's ready to be butterflied. And now what you want to do is open him up. And I've already washed him and dried him. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this as my towel that I use. I'm just going to dry the inside. Just like this. Because the outside is dry. And flip him over. So that's what he's going to look like. So all the thighs and the legs are exposed. The breast is there. And this is the best way there is to grill a whole chicken. Now, I've got my skewers here. And what I'm going to do is we'll show you how to skewer this on up. So right here through the thigh, through the biggest part of the thigh, place your skewer, go through the bottom of the breast, through that other leg, and out the other side of that thigh. That's going to make sure that your chicken is going to hold in place. So it's going to look just like this when we put him on the grill, and I've got that wonderful marinade to go over him. Okay, now I've got my marinade poured over my chicken. So what I want to do is just use my fingers and rub it. Just rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. And notice we've skewered both of our chickens so they can come out of this and go straight onto the grill. And I'm going to grill these over indirect heat. I've got my instant read thermometer in my chicken. Now what I want to explain to y'all before I open this lid. I'm cooking the chicken over indirect heat. So what that means is this side of my grill, I've got heat on it. This side of my grill, I've got turned off. But this side is where my chicken's at. Now I'm cooking this chicken breast side or skin side up. So we'll open it and see. So there's my chicken. I've got my instant read thermometer inserted into the thickest part of that breast. And they're doing wonderful things here on the grill, so I'm going to close it. And now I'm going to let this go skin side up until my instant read thermometer reads 153 degrees. At that point, I'm going to flip my chicken, turn that other side of that burner on, and let the skin just crisp up on that one side, and then it's done and we're ready to eat. Okay, our chicken has now come off the grill, and the breasts have cooked to an internal temperature of around 153 to 154 degrees. So what I'm going to do now is tin it and let it rest for about 20 minutes. Wayne should be home in about 15 minutes, and then we're going to give this a try. Alright, Wayne made it home from work, but I have to tell you, I have to be totally honest. He was a little bit later coming home than expected, so I already went ahead and tried the chicken, but I'm going to try it here for you again. And I kind of ate half a chicken before he got home, so, because it's just that good. This is a leg and a thigh, and y'all, look, take a bite out of this with the skin. You get every bit of spice, everything, it just all hits you at different times. You get the clove, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the onions, everything comes at you at different times. So whatever you do, guys, try the Jamaican jerk chicken a la Mark and Wayne. I've already posted the recipe for the marinade on our Facebook page, Real Cooking at Home on Facebook. Get on there, get the recipe, do this chicken, and until next time, get in the kitchen and cook. Bye, y'all.